welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. He's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive they want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down, because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
On the gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Yeah, he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this returnable for Hines. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
This is 2nd and 8. Jackson now. They set up the screen to Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. Here's Jordan Stout now. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson, 45 yards. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Ravens ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
In motion right is Ridley. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
It's a big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Jackson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a heck of a move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts set to take over here offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24 yards. That's another Colt first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts,
Third down.
as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Coup for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he goes out right around the 39. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call a move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
They'll get this to Flowers, left side.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
That is incomplete. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now they run the option on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Jackson running again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Another run here with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action now. Jackson completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create.
Dobbins once more. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd and 9 now. This short throw caught by Goddard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Powers past him at midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield defense. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's get credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Baltimore first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Play action. It's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll drop to throw.
Pass complete. Goddard.
It drives some people crazy to see their short throws underneath, but got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the Ravens' 49-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
That's another Colts.
I should probably stop ahead, boy, because I got all the heads.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Now back to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under 1 minute to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Throwing, Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Jackson's pass. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Jackson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew
that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.